Hello and welcome to today's live stream. I hope you're doing well. I hope this weekend is going great for you. It's been kind of a dark and dreary day with a little bit of rain and some sunshine. So I'll be drawing some bright pumpkins in celebration of this type of weather that we're having. Okay, so right now we are looking at a screen share of my phone. I will be drawing using the adobefresco app, and let's jump right in. Okay, so on the left are brushes. I'm going to begin by using this brush here called Sumi, and just going to create an overall layout. So this will be the first pumpkin. Something like this. And okay, so I'm going to take this brush here and just begin coloring in the pumpkin on a different layer. Let me zoom in a little bit. So this brush is called the pastel square brush or pastel mixer brush. And let me see what it's called. Pastel square mixer. And I like this brush because it has some blending properties to it. Okay, so this is our pumpkin so far. I'm going to hide that reference layer. Now I'm going to choose a different shade of orange. Helps to draw in the right layer. Okay, so now I'm going to blend all these layers together. Merge layers in the group. I think I can do that with, let's try this one here called the Monet mixer. So the brushes that say mixer on them have that blending property to it, hopefully. Let's see. And I'm really just coming in here and defining the grooves of this pumpkin. Okay, so next I'm going to choose, this is like a watercolor brush, and it really has blending properties to it. So I'm going to reduce the water flow a little bit and the color a little bit. And now I'm going to choose this orange. And I'm going to duplicate it just because. So I'm going to undo because this brush size is way too large. All right, now we have it at, the brush size is now 103. Okay. So I'm just applying this watercolor brush and it's blending the colors together. So if I zoom in, you can see how it behaves a little bit, which is pretty cool. All right, a little bit more blending down here. I'm gonna rotate the canvas just to get a better base of our pumpkin here. And now we'll do the top. I'm gonna zoom in. Zoom out and rotate. Okay, so what's next is to draw this. Okay, so we have the orange. Maybe it's a greenish color. So I'm going to reduce that saturation and the brightness down. I'm going to choose a different brush. Go back to Sumi. And turn back on that reference. Hide the reference again. And merge these all together. And color it in. So I'm going to choose a different brush to color it in. The same pastel square brush. The size is set to 121. I'm going to choose this like olive green color. We reduce the size of it. Okay, so let's zoom out. And I'm going to blend these, merge these 3 layers together. Just remember this menu down at the bottom. And actually, I'm going to take it and reduce the size just a smidge. Alright. We'll choose the Sumi brush one more time and outline our pumpkin with this. So this is like a blended color. Alright, the size of my brush is 32. I think that's a good size. I'm going to choose this blended one here. It has more of a orange-ish yellow color to it. And actually reduce the size a bit. Okay, so zoom in. Whoops. Now let's do this side. And I will group each one of these defining strokes together. Then merge them and erase. I'm going to erase this overage of lines. Alright, and go back to that brush. I'm going to increase the size to like 33 or 34 and draw all around our pumpkin here. It's going to be tough. Not so bad. Rotate and finish. Okay, so we have our pumpkin, and now I will merge them all, each layer down, so it's one big pumpkin. Actually, I'm gonna do something different here. I'm gonna hide that first pumpkin we had as reference. I'm gonna select these layers. Group them, and then duplicate the group. Alright, now let me zoom out. I'm going to stack the pumpkins on top of each other. And take that first group, duplicate it. Use my transform tool to reduce the size. Put that on top. So now we have a stack of pumpkins. I'm going to select all three. Select all three. Use my transform tool and move them down. Cool. Alright. Let me zoom out a little bit. Now let's paint the background. We use this soft chalk here and choose a, I guess a soft blue here. The size of that brush is 777. Let me merge the background together. Add a little bit more. Choose a different blue. Behind it. Behind the pumpkins, I mean. Alright, let me get a different brush. I'll use this one called Hallowed. Just for some additional texture. And merge that all together. Alright, now we're using a splatter brush, which is one of my favorites. Going to zoom in and add some splatter to the background. Let's zoom out, take a look. I'm going to go back to the soft chalk and choose a darker blue. I'm going to make this bigger. This will increase the contrast of the orange and the blue. All right. And I'm going to adjust the position of each pumpkin just a little bit. So that's the middle one. I'm just going to turn it. It's the top one. Okay. And last thing is add a little bit more splatter, which looks like I missed a spot. Okay, so that is our drawing for today. Thanks again so much for joining. I hope you have a great weekend. Please remember to share this video, like, and subscribe. Have a great weekend.